Have you ever felt sad when you saw something precious get hurt? Maybe it was a toy you loved dearly, and it broke into pieces, leaving you heartbroken. Or perhaps you saw a small, innocent animal get hurt, and you felt a deep sadness. Psalm 79 is like a song, a lamentation, a sad song about something very precious getting hurt. This song is about Jerusalem, a city that held immense significance for God's people. It was a place of joy, where people gathered to praise and worship God. But then, something terrible happened. Enemies came and attacked the city, causing destruction and pain. They breached the walls, hurt the people, and left the city in ruins. The psalmist, the person who wrote this song, was deeply heartbroken. He cried out to God, pouring out his sorrow and pain, asking for help, mercy, and forgiveness. He knew that even in the darkest times, God was still there, listening to their prayers and offering hope. The enemies destroyed the beautiful temple in Jerusalem, a place that held so much history and significance for the people. It was a sacred place where people went to pray, to connect with their faith, and to find peace. The destruction was devastating. It was like someone breaking into our church and messing everything up, leaving behind a trail of heartbreak. They hurt God's people and made fun of their faith, showing no respect for what was sacred to them. It's never okay to make fun of someone's beliefs, is it? Everyone deserves to have their faith respected. We should always treat each other with kindness and respect, no matter what our differences are. The psalmist felt ashamed because he knew God's people had done wrong too. They had not always followed God's ways. Sometimes we disobey God and that makes him sad. It's important to recognize our mistakes. But even though they messed up, they still loved God and needed his help. They turned to him in their time of need. They knew that God was the only one who could make things right again, bringing hope and restoration to their lives. Even though the psalmist was sad, he still had hope. He knew that God is powerful and loving. He believed that even though bad things had happened, God could bring good things from them. Just like when we pray to God when we are sad or scared, the psalmist prayed for God's help. He asked God to forgive them and to rescue them. The psalmist knew that God always hears our prayers, even when we whisper them. God cares about us and wants to help us, even when we make mistakes. Section 4. A tiny seed of hope. Imagine a tiny seed planted in the ground. It looks small and helpless, but inside is the potential for a beautiful flower to grow. Even though Jerusalem was destroyed, the psalmist had faith that God could bring new life and hope, just like that tiny seed. He knew that God could use even difficult times to show his love and power. This reminds us that no matter how dark things may seem, there is always hope because God is always with us. Section 5. Share God's love. Psalm 79 teaches us that even when we are sad or scared, God is always with us. He is our constant companion, guiding us through the tough times and celebrating with us in the good times. He hears our prayers and wants to help us. No matter where we are or what we are doing, we can always talk to him. It also reminds us to be kind and compassionate to everyone, even when they are different from us. Showing kindness can make a big difference in someone's life. Let's try to be like that tiny seed, spreading God's love and hope wherever we go. Just like a seed grows into a beautiful plant, our small acts of love can grow into something wonderful. Can you think of someone who needs a little extra hope today? Maybe a friend, a family member, or even a neighbor. Maybe you can share a smile, offer a hug, or simply listen to them, or tell them about God's love. Sharing stories from the Bible can be a great way to spread hope and joy. When we share God's love, we help make the world a brighter place. Each act of kindness lights up the world a little more,